Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a 1,500-point battle between my Blood Angels, Dark Angels, who aren't on the board right now, and Imperial Knight over here, with some assassin assistance, against Daniel's Necrons. So the story that we've got going on here is that a Necron Tombworld had awoken on this planet, and the Blood Angels had been fighting a bloody battle to try to stem the tide while they were evacuating the planet of the human population. Because once a Tombworld awakens, there's not much hope for putting them back in the box. So it's kind of like a Pandora's box that ain't going to be put back in there. So they were fighting the battle, and they were calling for assistance to help stem the tide of the mechanical tide as they came out of the Tomb World. And the Dark Angels happened to be in the sector and responded to the call for assistance. So they came in and dropped in themselves. We are going to be playing the Cut Off the Head mission, which is one of the chapter approved 2018 missions. Essentially, we've got one objective in the middle here. We also nominate 3 characters, spaced as evenly as possible through. Starting on the second turn, you can hold the objective in the middle. If you control the objective at the end of your turn or at the end of the battle round? End of the battle round, whoever controls the objective by having more characters with the intel point on them around that objective scores a point. And starting on the third round, you score a point at the end of each battle round for every model with a intel point associated with them that's on the table or in a transport on the table. So that's how we go along with that. Usual end of rounds stuff like that. So that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels and Blood Angels, I'll be running 2 Vanguard detachments, a super heavy auxiliary detachment, and then I will be bringing in an assassin. So for the first Vanguard detachment, we have an Interrogator Chaplain and Terminator armor. We have 2 5-man Deathwing Terminator squads. One squad has a heavy flamer, one squad has a plasma cannon, and a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad. For the second Vanguard detachment, we will have a captain with a jump pack, thunderhammer, and storm shield. We have 2 4-man Sanguinary Guard squads, one with power fists and one with encarmine swords, and a 10-man Death Company squad with jump packs. They have bolt pistols and chainswords, except for one guy who has a thunderhammer. Super heavy auxiliary detachment, we have an Armiger Warglaive with a heavy stubber. And then last but not least, I will be spending 2 CP for operative requisition sanctioned to bring in an Evisor assassin. And for the Necrons, he'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have an Overlord and a Lord. Both are armed with Staffs of Light and Resurrection Orbs. We have a 5-man Immortal squad with Tesla carbines. We have 2 17-man groups of warriors. We have an 8-man Lich Guard squad with war scythes. We have a Night Scythe with Tesla Destructors. We have a Triarch Stalker with Heat Ray. And last but not least, we have a Monolith. All right, so those are the armies going over deployment. I've got my Death Guard up in this facility over here. We've got my Knight over here. We've got the 2 squads of Sanguinary Guard along with the captain over here. And in reserves, I've got all of my Dark Angels and my Assassin. Going over deployment now for the Necrons over here. We've got his warrior squad up in the front here. We've got the Immortal squad behind him. We've got the Lord and the Overlord behind the Monolith over here. We've got the other squad of warriors over on this side. We've got the Triarch Stalker, and we have the Night Scythe in the corner over here. In the Tomb World, we have the Lich Guard that will be coming out of either the Monolith or the War Scythe. See how that goes. So that is deployment. As of right now, the Necrons are going to be going first, unless I can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. Show me that, Phil, first. Oh, it wanted to, but no 6 there. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 1. At the beginning of the turn, he did My Will Be Done onto this squad of warriors, and then he spent a CP on, what was it? On, whoop, one of the ones on the Pharaoh's will, which allowed him to do my will be done onto the other squad of warriors here. And then everybody moved up. So they all moved up 6. He moved up 6. They moved up 6. He moved up with them. This guy moved up 10 over this way, and then his Night Scythe just shot along the board over that way. And that is the end of the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, his Triarch Stalker is going to fire into my sword bros over here. So he's going to have 2 shots with his heat beam. Is it? No, heat. Yeah, heat something. Heat ray. Heat ray. So it's heavy 2. So he's going to be hitting on 4s because he moved, getting 2 hits. These are strength 8, so wounding on 2s. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -4. Ooh, 1 second. All right, so they've got 2-up armor in cover there, so we're going to be looking for 5-up saves for these. Making neither of those, so the first one, first one we'll do 5, so that will kill the guy, and the second one 6. 2 guys are dead. All right, so now this warrior squad is going to fire into these guys over here. 12 of them are in range, so they are going to be firing, hitting on 3s. Oh, hitting on 2s because of my will be done. Rerolling 1s because of the Triarch Stalker having shot there. Cool, that's going to be all hits. These are now strength 4, so these are going to be looking for 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the Lord. So reroll those 1s. All right, so that's going to be, what is that? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds there. These AP -1, +1 because they are in cover. So looking for 2-up saves. And I make them all. Woo! So now these warriors are going to fire. 6 of them can see and are in range to fire into my golden boys over here. And then 1 guy is in range and can see into these guys over here. So we'll do the 1 over into here. Hitting on a, that's going to hit on a 2 because of my will be done. Wounding on a 4. That is a wound. AP -1, +1 because they're in cover. 3-up save. Making it with a filfers. And then these are the 6 shots. Rerolling 1s because of, is it because of the Overlord? Oh, because of the oh, no, he didn't shoot into that unit. This is 2 different units. Oh. So, yeah, 1 second. All right, he thought that there was 1 squad of 8. It was 2 squads of 4, so that's all good. So we had 5 hits, though. So these are going to be looking for 4s to wound. All righty, so that's going to be 2 wounds there. These are going to be AP -1, +1 because they are in cover. So 2-up saves. And they're good. And now his Night Scythe here is going to fire into my 2-man squad over here. So we're going to have 8 shots between the 2 destructors there. These are going to be hitting on, what is it, hitting on 3s? Are they heavy? So they're heavy? Ooh, 1 second. Their assaults are going to be hitting on 3s, but re-rolling the 1s because of the Triarch Stalker. Pretty good there. These are now strength what?
6s explode for...
Oh, those 6s do explode. Those are going to be 2 additional hits each for that. Goo, that's a lot of hits. Strength what?
7.
Strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so that was 12 wounds. AP nothing, so we got the 2-up saves. Failing 2 of them, so another guy is dead. All right, so now his Monolith is going to fire. He's going to fire, what are the guns called again? The
Gauss Flex Arcs.
Gauss Flex Arcs. 2 of them are going to fire into my lone dude bro over here. 2 are going to fire into my Death Company. And then his, what is it? Something whip or something?
Particle Whip.
Particle Whip is going to fire into my 4-man squad over here. My opponent's then going to spend 1 CP on Solar Pulse to ignore cover on these dude bros over here with the Particle Whip. So which one do you want to start with first?
Let's do the 2 Gauss Flex Arcs.
2 Gauss Flex Arcs into this guy over here. So it's going to be 6 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s because they are heavy, but he has flying force. What's that?
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. All right, re-roll that 1. All right, so that's going to be 4 hits. Strength 5 maybe. So that's going to be 2 wounds over here. Definitely not going to be 8. So that's going to be 2 wounds. AP -2 +1 because he's in cover. So we're looking for 3-up saves. Making them both. And then we're going to do the 2 into these guys over here. So these are going to be, again, hitting on 3s. Pretty good. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Alrighty, so that's going to be 3 wounds there. AP -2 +1 because they're in cover. Looking for 4-up saves. making all of those as well. Woo! And now the particle whip is going to fire into these guys over here. So heavy 6, so it's going to be hitting on 3s. That is all hits. Pretty good there. Strength 8, so 2s to wound. That is going to be 5 wounds there. AP minus 2, ignoring cover, so it's just going to be looking for 4 up saves. Failing 3 of them. What's the damage on those? D3 each, so we got to do it one at a time. So the first one is going to kill a guy. Second one kills a guy. Third one, puts 1 wound on a guy. It's going to spend a command point to reroll that into killing a guy. All right, so that's the end of the Necron's turn here on turn 1. I do have some leadership tests to take on here. This guy over here lost 3 guys from his squad. 3 plus 2 is good. And this guy over here, 3 plus 3 is good to go as well. So that is going to be it for turn 1 here for the Necrons. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Blood Angels, Dark Angels, and Knights here on turn 1. All right, first turn movement phase. All of these guys shot up this way. He ran up over this way, and these guys shot up over this way, looking onto them. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, we're going to start off with my Armorer Warglaive over here. He's going to fire the Thermal Spear into his Monolith, and he's going to fire the Heavy Stubber into his Immortals back over there. So we'll go with the Thermal Spear into his Monolith first. So it's going to be Assault D3. That's going to be 3 shots here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That's going to be 3 hits. Strength of these is going to be Strength 8, Toughness 8. So looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP minus 4 on this. Want to be back at it? All right, so that's going to go straight through his armor save there. So now we have, it's within half range of it, so it gets to roll 2d6 and take the highest for damage. Okay, we'll take the 2. And then the Heavy Stubber is going to fire into the Immortals. 3 shots hitting on 4s because he moved. Getting 1 hit. Strength 4, Toughness 4. So looking for, that fell out of my hand there. Looking for 4 to wound. That is going to wound with a fill face. So he's got a regular save on those Immortals. Is it a 3-up save? And they're good. All right, we're going to fire both of these guys in Jealous Bolt Guns into his dude bros over there. So it's going to be 2 shots each, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the captain. Ooh, there's 2 of those. All right, so it's going to be 3 hits. Strength 4, Toughness 4. That is going to be 1 wound. AP minus 1. 5-up save. They're good. And the captain's going to fire his bolt pistol because why not? That is maybe a hit. Yep, but 2 hits, wounding on a 4. No wound. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Smash Captain here is going to charge into his Triox Stalker. It's going to be a 7-inch charge. I've got the Angel's Wing relic over here, so that means that he can't fire Overwatch, and I get to re-roll my charge roll. So he's looking for a 7-inch charge to get in. Oh, and he is in with exactly 7. And now this guy is going to join him over there. He's in, and he's also going to join him. Gets in. All right, so now my Death Company is going to charge into his Necron Warriors over here. They are going to fire Overwatch here. All but 1 guy can see them, and 4 of them are in rapid fire range. So we've got 23 shots coming in here, hitting on 6s. Getting 1 hit. Pretty good. So that's 1 shot. That's going to wound, though, on a 4. So AP minus 1, right? So looking for a 4-up save. No, but I got a 6-up ignoring wounds because of Black Rage. Nope, 1 will be dead. All right, so now they need a 7-inch charge to get in there. And they're in. And now my Armorer Warglaive is going to charge into his Monolith over here. So his Overwatch here, we're going to go with the Gauss Flex Arcs first. So these are going to be 12 shots between all 4 of those. These are going to be looking for 6s to hit. Getting 1 hit there. So that's going to be Strength 7, right? So looking for, I think, Strength 5. So looking for a 5 to wound. That is a wound. AP minus 2. So it's looking for a 5-up save, which he does not make. So that's going to be D3 damage, right? Or is it just 1 damage? So he takes 1 damage there. And then we have 6 shots from the Particle Whip. Getting 2 hits there, 3 hits there. Ooh, these are Strength 8. So these are going to be looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 2 on this one. So again, looking for 5s on this. Making 1, failing 1. So that's going to be D3 damage. Getting 3 damage, so a total of 4 damage onto him. And now I need a 7-inch charge. Not making it. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll one of these dice. Oh, no. Oh, come on. All right, so now my Death Company are going to start us off in the fight phase into his warriors over there. We're going to go with the guys with the chainswords first. They've got 2 attacks base, +1 on the charge because of Black Rage, and +1 because of their chainswords. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Come back to you with that. All right, they're strength 4, toughness 4, so would be looking for 4s, but because of Red Thirst, since they charged in here, looking for 3s to wound. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so that's going to be 12 wounds here. These are going to have 3-up armor saves, right? 4-up armor saves, my bad. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dead warriors. All right, then we've got the Thunderhammer here, 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, getting 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Can't get much better than 2s. That's going to be 1 wound. AP minus 3, so that's going to go straight through. That's just going to kill another dude, bro. And now Captain Smash is going to attack into his Triarch Stalker over there. So I'm going to have 4 attacks hitting on 3s because it's -1 to hit with the Thunderhammer. So that's going to be re-rolling 1s because of himself. All right, so it's a miss, so 3 hits. Strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound, I believe. 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound at AP minus 3. 1 second. It's got a 6-up save. No, that's going to go through. So he's going to be doing 4 damage because he's got the Artisan of War Warlord trait. So he now has what is it called? Quantum shielding. So if he rolls below a 4, he gets to ignore that. And he does with that 1, so no damage. All right, so now the dude bro with the Power Fist is going to attack in there. 2 attacks. Rerolling 1s because of the captain. That is, 1 second. All right, so that's going to be a miss because they're 3-up weapon skill, so it's 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. AP minus 3. 6-up armor. No, that's going to go through. D3 damage. Doing 3 damage. Can he roll a 1 or a 2? He can roll a 1. And now the guy with the Encarmine sword is going to attack in there. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. That is 2 hits. Wounding, would be wounding on 5s because it's strength 4, toughness 6, but because of Red Thirst, wounding on 3s. All right, so that's going to be, or no, would be wounding on 5s, now wounding on 4s. So that's going to be 1 wound in there. AP minus 3, so 6-up save again. Nope, with a 5, so it's going to be D3 damage. Doing 2 damage. Can you roll another 1? Don't do it though, please. No, okay, so he does take 2 damage. All right, so now he's going to attack back with his Triarch Stalker. He's going to put all 3 attacks into my Golden Boy with the fist. So he's going to be 3 attacks hitting on 3s. Getting 2 hits there. Strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. AP minus 1, so this is going to be looking for a 3-up armor save. Making 1, failing 1. What's the damage on this? 1 second. All right, I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that failed save there because I don't want him to get first strike. Yeah, with that. Woo! All right, so now these guys are going to attack in over here. So we've got 8 guys left over there. They're going to attack with 1 attack, hitting on, is it 3s? Weapon skill? Whoa. Yep, hitting on 3s. All right, all hits. That's why you start that. Strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. All right, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. So we got 5. No AP, so 5 3-up armor saves. Oh, failing 3 of them. 6-up ignoring wounds. Showing those spell faces. Ignoring 1 of them, so 2 guys will be dead. All right, so that is it for the Blood Angels. Blood Angels turn really here on first turn. So I do have 1 morale test to take over here with my Death Company. So I lost 3 guys. 3 plus 2 is 5. They're good to go. And then we have one leadership test take to here. Or you're going to spend 2 CP. He's just going to spend the 2 CP to keep those guys around because he doesn't want to lose guys that he can't get back with reanimation protocol. So that's a pretty smart move there. So that's going to be the end of turn 1 here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons on turn 2. All right, so at the beginning of this turn, he's going to have 9 guys that died from the squad. They're going to roll their reanimations here. So looking for, what is it, 4 pluses or 5? 5 pluses on these guys. Getting 5 of them back. That's pretty good. Movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 2. His night side flew across the table over to here. These warriors all fell back out of combat over here, and these guys moved back too to give room to them, right? The immortals, right?
No,
they stayed, but they were just able to get back and kind of move around over there. The Lord and the Overlord moved up here towards my dude bros. The Lich Guard popped out of the monolith before it moved, so then they moved up over this way towards my Armiger. Then the Night Scythe, the monolith hovered up on top of this container over here. These warriors moved up towards him over there, and then his Triarch Stalker fell back out of combat over to there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting up the shooting phase, his warriors here are going to fire into my golden boys. 7 of them are going to fire into the guy with the sword. 10 of them are going to fire into the guy with the fist. So we're going to go with the 7 into the sword. They are in rapid fire range, and they are Mephrit, which we forgot about before. So they're within half range, which means they get plus an additional -1 to their AP, which is pretty good. So these are going to be 14 shots here, hitting on 2s because of thy will be done. Alrighty, and there's another one there. And then these are going to be strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so we got 6 wounds there. These are going to be AP -2 now because of being Mephrit. So these are going to be looking for 4-up saves. Making, failing at least 2, so he is dead. And then the 20 shots into my dude bro with the power fist, hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 4s. Okay, we'll come back to that. And we got 8 wounds there, so again, looking for 4-up armor saves. Wow, way enough. That would have been 3 guys dead, so he is definitely dead. All right, so now the Immortals back over here are going to fire into my Death Guard. Death Company, not Death Guard. Death Company over here. So they're going to be 10 shots from their Tesla carbines. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, not bad. These are now going to be, 6s explode, so that's going to be an additional 4 hits there. Additional 8 hits, my bad, is 2 additional hits each there. So these are going to be wounding on 4s. All right, we'll come back to that. Reroll 1s because of the Lord. All right, so they're normally AP 0, but because of Mephrit, they are now AP -1. These are going to be looking for 4-up saves. All righty. Making a good bunch of those, which is pretty good. So 4 6-up ignoring wounds because of Black Rage. Ignoring 1 of them, so 3 of them are dead. And now his Lord's going to fire his Staff of Light into my Death Company over here, hitting on 3s. That is all hits. These are strength 5, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. Rerolling 1s because of himself, right? Because of the Lord? Isn't it? Yep. So that's going to be 3 wounds there. These are going to be AP what? 1 second. All right, so it would be AP 2, but it becomes AP -3 because of Mephrit. They're within 6 inches over here. So it's going to be 3 6-up serves. Failing those, and then it's 1 damage apiece. Yes. Yep, so looking for 6-up, ignoring wounds. Nope, don't ignore any of them. 3 more dead. And now the Overlord's going to fire into my last guy over here, hitting on 2s. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Lord, so that's going to be 2 wounds there. AP -2 because he's not within 6 inches. So that's going to be 1 goes through, 6-up, ignoring wounds. No, he's dead. All right, so now his monolith here is going to put all of the flux arcs into my captain over here, and then he's going to put the lash whip. No, particle whip into my dude bro over here. So we're going to go with the particle whip. Oh no. The Gauss Flux first. Hitting on 3s because he ignores the penalty for moving with heavy. And these are going to be strength 7, right?
Strength 5.
Strength 5, so still 3s to wound. So that is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds there. AP -1 because of it being within half range. But
AP3.
Oh, AP3 because of being half range. But he's got a storm shield, so still looking for 3 up invul saves. Failing 2 of them. What's the damage on that? Just 1, so he takes 2 wounds. And now the particle whip is attacking into my dude bro over here. That is going to be 3 hits. Strength 8, right? So looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP
2, but
-2, but within half range, so AP -3. Still going to be a 5 up invul save. No, it takes that, so that's going to be D3 damage. Doing 3 damage. All right, so now his war scythe is going, not war scythe, knight scythe is going to shoot into my knight over here. So these are going to be 8 shots here, hitting on 3s, getting 1/6 there, which is 2 hits. So those 2 will go in there. Sounds good. These are now going to be strength 7, so looking for 3, maybe 4s. Let's see if it makes a difference. It does make a difference. 1 second. All right, so it was 4s to wound because he is tough 7, so that's going to be 2 wounds there. AP, what is that? 1 second. All right, so it's AP 0, looking for a 3 up save. And I make 1 of them. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, where are you going to start first? Lich Guard are going to charge into my dude bro over here, so we're going to fire Overwatch. We'll do the heavy stubber first. Nope, no hits there. And then the thermal lance. It's going to have 1 shot. Getting a hit, though. Wounding on a 2. That is a wound. AP -4. That's just going to go straight through. What's the wound? What's the damage on them? 1 second. All right, so they've got 2 wounds, so they are in melter range. And that's going to be a dead guy. And here comes their charge distance. Yeah, that is way in. All right, so now my opponent is going to start us off in the fight phase. He is going to have his Lich Guard to go in. He's going to spend 1 CP for disruption fields, which gives them +1 strength. Makes them strength 6. The war scythes are +2, so making them strength 8, which is pretty brutal. So these are going to be all their attacks here, hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. And then these are going to be wounding on 3s as well. All right, and they are AP -4, right? So that's going to go straight through his armor, 2 damage apiece. He is dead. Does he explode, though? I do not against, only against shooting, right? I think so. Yeah, it's just ranged weapons, so no invuln there. So here we go. Does he explode? Please show me that fill face. I could use it. Oh, no. I mean, yes. No, he doesn't. All right, he did. All right, that is the end of the Necron's turn here. So we will come back to you after movement phase for what's left to come in for me in reserves here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels now basically here on turn 2. In came my Deathwing Knights. In came my Interrogator Chaplain. He moved up over this way. These guys dropped in over here. Those guys with the Flamer dropped in over here, and then my Evisor Assassin dropped in over there, 9 inches away from those guys. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now we're going to start off the shooting phase with these guys firing into his Triox Stalker. We're going to go with the Stormbolters first. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All righty. These are now going to be strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound. Alrighty, so getting 4 wounds there. These are going to be AP nothing, so 4 3-up saves does he have? Or does he have 4 up on? 3-up saves, so 4 3-ups. Failing 2 of them. And then the Plasma Cannon. It's going to get 1 shot. That is not a hit. Stormbolter from my Interrogator Chaplain into the Lich Guard. That is going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. Regular save. Lich Guard, sorry. That makes a save. And then this squad here is going to fire their Stormbolters into the Warriors on 3s. And then wounding on 4s. That's not bad. I'll take that. So that's going to be 6, 7 wounds. AP nothing, so 7 4-up saves. 3 up on the Warriors?
Oh, 4.
Oh, these are 4 up on the Warriors. All right, so 3 of them will be dead. So now my Evisor is going to fire into the warriors over here. He's going to have 4 shots, hitting on 2s. All right, so it's going to be 3 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting to reroll against infantry. So that's going to be 2 wounds at AP -1, so 2 5-up saves. Nope, 2 dead. And then Smash Captain is going to shoot his bolt pistol. That's going to be a hit. But that's not a wound. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Deathwing Knights are going to charge into his Lich Guard. On a 9, they get in. My Interrogator Chaplain is going to do the same thing. He is not in. Smash Captain is going to charge in. Oh, look, he's in. And now these Deathwing Terminators are going to charge into his Triarch Stalker. So his Triarch Stalker is going to fire Overwatch, getting no hits there. Their charge distance will not get him in. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll one of those. Oh, not enough. And now these guys are going to charge into his warriors over here. So now we will come back to you with the Overwatch. All right, so here comes their Overwatch here. 5 guys are in rapid fire range. Everyone else is in range. So looking for 6s, getting 1. And then wounding on strength 4, right? So that is going to be a wound. Oh, no, not a wound. 2. I don't even know what I'm talking about there. So needing a 9-inch charge. With a 6 out of 6, they're in. All right, so we've got 11 guys left in the squad here to fire Overwatch from my Evisor, who is going to be charging into them, 2 of which are in rapid fire range. So here comes their shots. Hitting on 6s. Ooh, getting 4 hits. That's not bad. These are going to be strength 4. So that's going to be 2 wounds there. 2 4-up invul saves. Oh, he's going to reroll 1? For the Lord. Oh, for the Lord. So that is going to be 3 invul saves. Makes 1 of them, so he take 2 wounds. And now I get to roll for his charge distance. So he gets to roll 3d6 for his charge in. And he's going to be in with a 10. All right, so now my Evisor is going to start us off in the fight phase. He's going to have 8 attacks on the charge here, hitting on 2s. All right, that's all but 1 hit. Pretty good. These are now going to be, he's using the Neuro Gauntlet, so it's going to be strength +1, strength 5, so wounding on 3s, re-rolling. Re-rolling. All right, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at AP -1. So these are going to be 6 5-up saves. Makes 2 of them, so 4 are dead. His special rule, Killing Frenzy, allows him to make now 4 additional attacks because of killing those guys. So 4 hitting on 2s, sorry. That's going to be 4 additional hits. Wounding again on 3s. Re-rolling. So that's going to be an additional 4 at 5-ups. So that's going to be making 1 of those, so an additional 3 are going to be dead for a total of 7 dead. And then these guys over here are going to fight into the dude bros over here, into his warriors. So we're going to go with the Power Fist guys there. So we've got 4 of those, 2 attacks each, hitting on 4s because they are -1 to hit with Power Fists. All right, so got 3. All right, wounding on 2s. That is going to be 3 AP -3, so that's going to be 3 dead guys. And then the Sergeant with the Power Sword, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. That is going to be no wounds. And now my Deathwing Knights are going to attack into his Lich Guard here. 2 attacks each with the maces. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good there. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at AP -2. So what are they? 5-up saves? 3-up armor? So 5-up saves, making 1 of them. So that's going to be 5 dead because it's 3 damage at piece. And then the Nightmaster with his 3 attacks. That is going to be 2 hits. These are strength +2, so strength 6, looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound at AP -3, so 6-up save. No, so that's going to be 2 damage to another guy dead. And then the Space Marine, the captain over here is going to attack in. He's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s because of him using the hammer. Re-rolling 1s, but there's no 1s there. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be 3 at AP -3, so 3 6-ups. And the last guy is dead. All right, so now the warriors here are going to attack back into my Terminators. We got 7 guys here hitting on 3s. All right, and then strength 4, so wounding on 4s. No wounds. All right, so then we've got 3 guys over here that are going to attack. Hitting on 3s, that's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s, 1 wound. 4 up, invul save. Nope, takes a wound. All right, so that's going to be it for the turn here for the Dark Angels. So we're going to go into the morale phase. This squad over here lost 6 guys, so 6 plus 2 is good to go. And then this squad over here lost a bunch, but he's going to spend his last 2 CP to save them. So we're all out of CP. Nobody's got CP anymore. All right, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 3. All right, so we're going to do reanimation at the beginning of the turn here. So we've got 6 guys from this squad. 3 of them come back. And this squad over here lost 13, so 13 5-ups. Getting 1, 2, 3 from them as well. And now he is going to use his once per turn, once per game relic that he took, which is the Orb of Eternity, which replaced one of the whatchamacallits, the resurrection orbs. So they will get to try again, and they get +1 to the rolls here. So he's looking for 4 ups on these ones. Getting an additional. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. That's pretty good. Movement phase for the Necrons. This guy moved up over this way towards my Terminators. The warriors that they were engaged with fell back out of combat. His Lord and Overlord moved towards my Terminators over here. The warriors over here also moved back over here. They stayed in combat with my Evisor because he gets to just shoot them if they fall back out of combat, so I don't think he wanted that to happen. He stood where he was, and his Night Scythe turned and moved up over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, he actually changed his mind. He is going to fall back with them, so we're going to have him shoot with them, which is one of his special rules there. So these are going to have 4 shots with his pistol there. These are going to be hitting on 2s. That is going to be 4 hits. These are going to be wounding on strength 4, toughness 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Re-rolling against infantry. So that's going to be 3 hits there. These are AP -1, so 3, what do they have? 3 up armor, so 4 up armor. Oh, makes them all, well done. All right, so start off the shooting phase. The Night Scythe here is going to shoot into my assassin, which is why he fell back over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, because they're assault, right? Mm-hmm. These are strength, what is it? Strength 7. Strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds here. 3, 4 up invul saves. And I make 2 of them. Now his Triax Stalker is going to fire into my Terminators over here. So he's going to have 2 shots. Hitting on, he did move, so hitting on 4s. Oh, but he might be wounded. Hold on. No. At an 8, he should be fine. So, oh, he's got a different profile that he can use. 1 second. All right, so he's going to use the Disperse profile, which is heavy 2d6 auto hits into them. So here we go, heavy 2d6. So he's going to get 2 hits into him. Pretty good. These are going to be strength what? 5. Strength 5. So looking for 3s to wound. Okay, not meant to be. All right, so now his warriors over here are going to fire into my Terminators. They're all within rapid fire range, so they are going to be all hitting on 2s because of my will be done. Rerolling 1s because of the Triax Stalker there. So we'll come back to you with that. Good thing the Triax Stalker was targeted them, getting a couple more hits in there. Strength 4, rerolling 1s. All right, rerolling those 1s. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so there's 18 wounds. I've got 2 guys out of cover over here. So we're going to do 4 at a time here. AP -2, so it becomes 4 up armor saves. Making 2 of those, so 1 guy is going to be dead. Makes those 2. Now he is dead. So now the rest of these will be 3 up saves because they are in cover. Losing another 2 guys, so they're leaving me with 1 guy left. And now the Lord with his Staff of Light is going to be firing over here, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Re-roll that 1. All right, that's going to be 3 hits, strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting re-roll 1s because himself there, so that's going to be 3 wounds. 3 wounds at AP -2. Oh, AP -3 because of being within half range there. +1 because they're in cover there. So he's looking for 4 up saves. making 2 of them 1 damage apiece. 1 damage, so he's down to 1. And now the Overlord's going to do the same thing, hitting on 2s. That's 3 hits, wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds there. Again, 2 4-up saves. And I fail them both. He is dead. All right, so now the Monolith is going to put everything into my Smash Captain over here. So we're going to go with the Gauss. What is it? Not the Gauss. The Flux. Gauss Flux here. So here we go. Hitting on 3s. Alrighty. These are now going to be strength. What is it? 5, so 3s to wound. Alrighty. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 wounds over here. These are going to be looking for 3-up saves. Failing 1 of them. And here comes the particle whips. That is going to be all but 2 hits. Strength 8, right? So 2s to wound. Getting 3 wounds. 3-up invul saves. Oh, failing 1 of them. What's the damage on this? D3. Oh, 1 damage, still alive. The warriors here are now going into the assault phase, going to charge into my Evisaur. So, Overwatching, getting 1 hit. Rerolling because it's infantry. Into a wound, AP -1. It's 5-up save. No, that's going to be a dead guy there. So then they will charge into me. What's their charge distance? On a 9, they'll be in. All right, so now he is going to start us off in the fight phase over here. He's got 9 guys in combat over there. They're going to be hitting on 2s because of My Will Be Done. All right, pretty good there. These are going to be strength 4, so 4s to wound. 2 wounds there. So I've got 2 4-up invul saves. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! All right, so he explodes when he's reduced down to 0 wounds here. So we'll do onto the warriors here on a 4+. They'll suffer D3 mortal wounds. Nope, on them, and then onto the immortals. They will suffer D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. All right, so that is it for the Necron's turn here on turn 3. At the beginning of turn 3, I do control this objective here with a character with an intel point, giving me 1 point. To my opponent's 0 points right now. Neither of us got first strike, and neither of us has killed a warlord yet, and this is the first time we've gotten a point from this mission so far. So now we will come back to you after a movement phase here for my side here. Movement phase! My chaplain advanced up onto the objective over here. These guys moved up closer to the warriors over there, and these guys moved up over this way. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so these guys over here are going to fire. They're going to shoot their storm bolters into the warriors, and then the plasma cannons are going to fire into the Triarch Stalker. So we're going to roll with the whatchamacallits, the storm bolters first. Because of the better bolter rule now, they get to fire 4 shots each here, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. Okie dokie. So we got 4 wounds there. Looking for 4 4-ups. Failing 2 of them. And now the plasma cannon. It's going to get 1 shot. That is a hit. That is a wound. Toughness 6, right? So that is a wound. AP -3. 6-up save. No, takes a wound. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, these guys are going to charge into his Triarch Stalker. They need an 8-inch charge, so you can overwatch over here. 2 shots, hitting on 6s. No hits there. 6 inches will not get him in. And then these guys are going to charge into your warriors over here. I think 4, 5, I think 6 of them can see these guys over here. So it's going to be 12 shots here, because they're going to be in rapid fire range. 6s, getting 1 hit there, 2 hits there. These are going to be strength 4, so 4s again. 1 wound there. And 1, they take a wound. All right, but they need a 6-inch charge to get in. And they're in with 7. All right, so now my Deathwing Knights are going to start us off in the fight phase over here. So we're going to have the maces first, hitting on 3s. All righty. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at AP -2. So 5 6-up saves. No, that is dead, guys. And now the mace, the flail of the Unforgiven is going to attack. So it's 3 attacks hitting on 3s. That is going to be 1 hit. Wounding on strength 6, so wounding on 3s. That is a wound, AP -3, so that's going to go straight through. It's actually going to be 2 because it's 2 damage, and damage carries over with this. So that's 2 more dead. And now his warriors are going to attack back. There's 5 guys that can do that. So that's going to be 3 hits because it's hitting on 3s. Did they have? No, they are not the ones with them. I will be on. And that's going to be 3 wounds. Not bad. I forgot my dice. All right, 3 2-up saves, and I make them all. All right, so that's the end of the turn. So we do have morale test to take over here. These warriors lost 9 guys over here. So 9 plus 6. We were just talking about this. That is the exact number he needed for the rest of that squad to run away, and they are dead. All right, so that is the end of turn 3. At the end of turn 3, we now check to see how much intel points are still on the table. I have 2 guys left on the table because he killed my my Eversor assassin, who's a character. So I only have 2 on here, but he has 3 because his overlord has 2 attributed to him and 1 for the regular lord, giving him 3 points to that. So it's tied now 3-3 because I have the 1 point for having held the objective on beginning of my turn on turn 3. So that is going to be it for that. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 4. All right, so we've got reanimation protocols to start us off here. So we're going to do 6 immortals that are still out there. So 6
warriors.
Warriors. 5 ups. Ooh, getting 5 of them back. That's crazy town. And we got 1 immortal over here. Oh no, he's staying down. All right, movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 4. The immortals kind of shuffled around over the back over here. The warriors did the same thing, kind of moved up over here with all their new brethren that jumped back up again. Pretty crazy. The Lord and the Overlord moved up a little bit closer here to my knights. His Triax Stalker moved up around here. The Knight Scythe shot across the board over this way. And his, what's this thing called? Monolith dropped down over here to get closer to my character. So at this point, he is closer to my chaplain than my knights, but he is not closer to my smash captain than my knights. So he's got to choose his shooting that way. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now his Triax Stalker here is going to start us off by shooting his disperse shots into my knights. So it's going to be 2d6 auto hits. All right, a little bit better than last time, so that's going to be 8 hits. All right, so they're going to be strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be all but 2. Rerolling 1s because of the Lord that he's within range there. Ooh, 1 second. Yeah, he doesn't get to reroll because it's only infantry and dynasty, so he doesn't get either of those. So it's going to be 6 wounds over here, and I forgot my dice. All right, so these are going to be AP -1, so we've got 6 3-up saves. And I make fail 2 of them. And then the Night-Size 2 Tesla Destructors are going to fire into them. So these are going to be 8 shots here, hitting on 3s. Okie dokie. Rerolling 1s because of the because of this dude, bro. So that's 5 hits. These are now going to be strength what?
There's 1 6 there.
Oh, there's 1 6 there, so that explodes. These are now going to be strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. Alrighty, pretty good there. So that's going to be 5 wounds. AP -1
because of range.
AP -1 because of range, and it is Dynasty over here. So these are going to be looking for 3-up saves. Failing 1 of them. And now the Immortals are going to fire into my Deathwing Knights over here, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Triax Stalker. Okay, not meant to be. And these are going to be strength. 6s explode there. These are going to be strength what?
These are strength
5, I think. 5. So 3s to wound. Alrighty. The Lord is not within range of them there. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds there. AP nothing? AP 1?
I'm within.
Oh no. Yeah. So AP nothing here, so 2-up saves. Oh boy. And now the Lord's going to fire his Staff of Light into them. That is going to be 3 hits. Wounding on strength 8, right? Or no,
Five.
strength 5, so 3's to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds. AP minus 3, right? So 3 up invul saves because of their shields. I'll make them all! Woo! And now the Overlord Staff of Light on 2s. Whoop, that's all hits. That is no... Whoa, what is it? Rerolling 1s because of that. So 1 wound. Not a save. And now the Warriors are going to fire into my last guy over here. All but one guy is in rapid fire range, so we're going to have to do his shot separately because he's in cover and it actually makes it. This literally the only point that it makes a difference because of the AP with all these. So why don't we just do that one shot for him first? That is a hit because of them. I will be done. And then on a 4. That is a wound. So he's got a AP minus 1 because he's not in half range. Minus 1, plus 1 because he's in cover, so 2 up save. Okay, he good. And then 30 shots from the other guys hitting here on 2s. Come back to you with that. Rerolling 1s because of the Triarch. Woo, all hits. Wounded on 4s. Okie dokie. We'll come back to you with that. Rerolling 1s. All right. 14 wounds into him here. So these are going to be 3 up invul and or armor saves. No, he is way dead. That almost would have killed the entire squad with that rolling. Goo. Alrighty, so now his monolith here is going to fire all of the Goss into my Smash Captain over there and the Particle Whip into my Chaplain. So we'll go into the, let's do the Chaplain first, may as well. So it's going to be 6 shots here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, so he gets 4 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 2s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds there. 4 AP minus a bunch, right? 3, so this is going to be 4 up Rosarius invul saves. Make 2 of them. What's the damage on those? D3, so 2 D3 damage. That is going to be 3 damage. He's still alive. And here come the, what are they again? Goss Flux Arcs into my Smash Captain over there. Hitting on 3s. All right, these are now going to be strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. All righty, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. 6. 3 up saves. I need to make all of these. Come on, you can do it. No, just enough to kill him. And that is Slay the Warlord. Alrighty, so that is the end of the Necron's turn here on turn 4. At the end of the turn, nothing happens. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels. That's all that's left here on turn 4. Oh, I guess that's what it was. At the beginning of the turn, I score this objective here, giving me 1 more point. So tying us again at 4 points because he has 1 point for Slay the Warlord. So we'll come back to you after movement phase. Movement phase for the Dark Angels. He stood still. They moved up towards him over here. And that is it. So we're going to go straight into the shooting phase. They are going to fire Storm Bolters into the Warriors and Plasma Cannon into his monolith over here. So we're going to go the Storm Bolters first. Better bolter rule means shooting everything, hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. I'll take that. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. Oop, get back here. That is pretty good as well. I'll take that. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9 wounds with the Storm Bolters there. So 9 4-up saves. Making all but 4 of them. And then the Plasma Cannon firing in over here. D3 shots. 3 shots. Hitting on 4s because he moved. Getting 1 hit. Wounding on Strength 7, Toughness 8. So looking for a 5 to wound. No wound there. Interrogator Chaplain's going to fire his Storm Bolter into the Warriors. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve since he didn't move. That's Ballistic Skill 3, Weapon Skill 2. Wounding on 4s. That is going to be 3 wounds. 3 4-up saves. Making 2 of them. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Terminators are going to charge into his monolith over here. So we're going to fire some Overwatch. Here come the Gauss first. Hitting on 6s. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 hits with the 6s. Looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds there. AP minus... What is that? AP minus 3. So looking for 5 up saves. Making none of those. Oof. So these are just 3 wounds there. So it's going to be 1 guy dead and 1 takes a wound. And then we have the particle whips, right? So 6 shots from them. Getting 2 hits. Oof. Wounded on 2s. That's 2 wounds. AP minus 3. So 5 ups again. Making one of those. One of those is so the other one's going to kill the second guy straight up. So now it's looking for a 6-inch charge to get in. Why? All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. At the end of turn 4, my opponent scores 3 points because he has his 3 intel points on there. I score 1 point here, putting us at a total of 7-5. So we will now move on. At the beginning of his turn, he doesn't hold the middle objective, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Necrons here on turn 5. All right, I forgot that they do have to take a leadership test because they lost 6 guys. So here comes lost 5 guys. So 5 guys he lost here. So on a 6, 1 will run away. Nope, he's good to go. Speaking of, here we go in reanimation protocol. So 6 of them over there is going to get back. That one's cocked. That's going to be 3 of them coming back over here. And then the Immortal. He's coming back. All right, movement phase. He shuffled a little bit back over here, but still staying, I think, at least or closer to him just in case he wants to shoot him. He shot across the board over this way. Chalkstalker decided to stop running away from them and ran back towards them. And the Warriors, the Immortals, and the Lords all started moving up this way towards my poor Interrogator Chaplain, holding strong in the middle there. We'll see how this goes. I mean, I'm not feeling super positive, but you have to have faith in the Emperor. We'll see how this goes. All right, so now the Triax Stalker's gonna start off by shooting into Badubros over here. 2d6 auto hits. So that's gonna be 6 auto hits. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. That is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds there. AP minus 2, so looking for 4 up saves. Oh, AP minus 1, so 3 up saves. And I make them all. Woo! All right, so now the Warriors are going to fire into my Interrogator Chaplain over here. 12 of them can see him, and they're all within rapid fire range here. So we got 24 shots here. Hitting on 2s because of My Will Be Done. Rerolling nothing because the Triax Stalker was not close enough to shoot there. So these are now going to be strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the Lord. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so 7 wounds, AP minus 2 because they are within half range and Mephrit, so looking for 4 up saves. Oh, that is enough to kill him. Now the Night Sight's gonna fire into my Terminators over there, so he's gonna have 8 shots hitting on 3s. All right, that 6 gives him plus 2 hits, which those 2 ones will be good enough for that, right? They get to re-roll because of that dude bro. I forgot. All right, so just 1 more extra with that one. Cool, perfect. These are now going to be strength 7, right? So 3s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. AP minus 1, so 3 up saves. Making all but 2. 1 more dead. All right, so now his Monolith here is going to fire into them. We're going to start with the not the Lash Whip. What is it? Particle Whip. Particle Whip here. So 6 shots. That is going to be 5 hits. These are now going to be looking for 2s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds. 4 AP minus 3, right? So it's going to be AP minus 3, looking for 5 up saves. That is going to be not enough there, so it's going to be D3. So the first one, 2 going to kill a guy, and then the other 2 will kill the other guy. And with that, I'm dead. A victory to the Necrons, the ceaseless tide of angry metal boys just marching across the board, and the weeble wobbles from space that just keep knock them down. They just keep getting back up. We're just too much for the Angels of Death to handle, and that poor Evisor who forgot to put on his invul jacket today. They just kept dying to every stiff wind that got directed towards him. But a ton of fun, and there was definitely some like shifts. Like the first turn, I didn't get hurt as badly as I thought I was going to, and then it kind of went to my turn, and I didn't quite do as much damage as I wanted to, and then it kind of shifted back and forth, leaving you with that kind of the back and forth, which was kind of interesting to see how that all played out. And then like towards the end there, I was holding the objective in the middle, getting those more points, but I couldn't wade through those through those warriors. It took me just getting that one lucky 6 on his behalf to for him to run away with those guys, so that the other squad couldn't keep coming back, because that was going to be brutal to have to handle. So, but a ton of fun nonetheless. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Daniel, and until next time, have fun.